This week you will be selecting a topic for your classical argument essay, number 3, and you want to pick a topic where there's actually two definite perspectives because you will be arguing that one perspective is correct and then also trying to refute that. But in addition, you also want to pick something where there is some research available through the academic databases because you will include at least 6 different external research sources to support your argument. So I'm at the kctcs.edu site and I put in academic databases to get to that location. And you notice as you scroll down, there's certainly other ways to get there. That was just the fastest way to do it for me. Under college libraries, go ahead and click on that link. Now, once you get here, you want to make sure you're selecting the school that you are attending because the databases differ a little bit by school. So if we select Bluegrass Community and Technical College, we go to the list of databases available to you as a student. So you can do complete searches, you can narrow it down, but because we're doing a classical argument, looking at something like opposing viewpoints will help us find out whether there's something that's researched in both directions adequately. So this may not be a topic Mrs. Sipple would approve, but I'm picking a topic like animal experimentation because there's very definite positives and negatives to this topic. Certainly it's become much more unpopular than it used to be. So before I decide what perspective I want to write about, I'm going to go to, now I've done a little pre-researching, you can certainly go to all the different issues, but the animal experimentation is listed under society and culture. Now you notice that when you get here, there's a wide variety of topics under society or culture or any other topic for that matter. I'm going to scroll down and go to animal experimentation. And so they give you an overview of the topic, and it then starts loading featured viewpoints, which gives you kind of a highlight on it. And they'll also load all the other resources available to you through BCTC libraries. So you notice there's quite a number of academic journals, viewpoints, references. So I want to look at some of what's available before I make any kind of decision here. So featured viewpoints gives you lab monkeys deserve retirement, not death, digital dissection for high school students. So if I go out to academic journals, because that seems to be most of the content available, okay, so I can sort by relevance, I can sort by newest, document title, or content level. So I'm going to, and this is something you're just going to have to play around with a little bit. I'm going to just click on newest to see what topics are the newest posted out here. Okay, so they have some things that were actually posted in March, and so a lot of these, if you look at the titles really quickly, are very, very specific sorts of research that might be way beyond what you'd want to put into a paper. And you notice too that they also look at different kinds of animals in experimentation. Female squirrel monkeys, we have mice, great apes. So if you get into this topic and you decide you want to write about it, you may want to actually narrow it down to experiments with cats, dogs, mice, whatever you can find that would make it a reasonable topic for a paper. So notice you can also search by publication date, which you want to make sure these are current. Let me just try doing a search. Social good. Let's just try social good of animal experiments. And you notice as I'm typing that other possibilities pop up. Let's try just experiments on living animals and see what that gives us. Okay, only 2. So that really narrowed it down way too far. So I may need to look at the broader collection of journal articles to see what else is in there. Let's see. Yeah. Now, I'm not advocating you doing a long search process at all. I just want you to take a look and see what is available. So let me just go and click on viewpoints because academic journals are very academic. All right, so here we come up with some perspectives we might be able to use a little bit more easily. Results from research on animals are not valid when applied to humans. Medical research involving animals is humane and necessary. So we're starting to see that we're pulling up some research for the pros and cons. So if I click on this one, if it wants to get there. All right, so notice the author is listed, Americans for Medical Progress. We have a publication date. We have a document length. And so you get some different topics under here. Who cares for animals in research? Examining methods of research. And then they talk about why research animals are necessary, the moral obligation. So you have a number of different elements here that you could build into an argument. So this could possibly be a good research article to use. Notice they also provide links to other resources that could be possible. So you may decide, looking at this, that there is research available to do this as a study. And if we go back out to viewpoints, replacements must be found for animals in scientific research, cloned sheep. So it looks like in this case for the topic I'm reviewing that there is quite a bit of research. You will have to do some digging as you get into it and build an outline, but certainly you want to pick a topic that does have a fair amount of literature involved so that you can use this when you're developing your outline and paper later on.